Hello, drama lovers. Welcome back to K-pop world. Today, something unusual happened. A slow step, a hand held gently, and a hospital visit. Not for filming, not for promotion, but for something much deeper. Kai and Tan Songyun just left the hospital, but they didn't leave empty-handed. And maybe they are no longer the same people who walked in. It all began around 12:43 a.m. last night. A black car with no public license plates stopped at the back entrance of a private hospital in Beijing. No lights, no crowds, only the sound of a small suitcase rolling quietly across the floor. Two masked figures stepped out slowly. One taller, with a familiar build. The other moved slightly slower, holding a small white bag. It was Kai and Tan Songyun. They entered through a private access point, not the main lobby. No bodyguards, no managers, and most striking of all, no production crew, no cameras. This wasn't a drama shoot. This was real. A source inside the hospital told a local outlet that Kai had gone into the reproductive health consultation wing. The news spread quickly among netizens. But before wild rumors could take hold, one post from Tan Songyun's largest fan base silenced everyone. Songyun didn't go for herself. She went to accompany someone. A short sentence, yet full of weight. And somehow, it hurt more than any speculation. Was someone close to them sick? Or were they preparing for something in the future? At around 1:37 a.m., Kai and Tan Songyun emerged from the consultation room. Kai was carrying a thick blue folder. Meanwhile, Songyun held a small item wrapped in white cloth. They didn't say much, but their expressions said everything. Tan Songyun kept her eyes on the floor, while Kai gripped her hand more tightly than before. At one point, he looked back toward a nurse in the hallway. He nodded, perhaps in gratitude, or goodbye. A well-known fan site, at Secret Kai, finally spoke out. In a long thread, they wrote, "I wasn't going to post this, but I couldn't stay quiet." They looked tired, but at peace, as if they had made a big decision. Kai glanced at Songyun like someone who wanted to protect her with his whole life. And Songyun, her smile was so small. But I cried when I saw it. It wasn't a smile for cameras. It was a smile for someone she truly trusted. The thread gained over 80,000 likes. The comments flooded in, not the usual kind, but words that were soft and full of understanding. We don't need a statement. They just need space. At Flower for you. If they are going through something heavy together, I hope they grow old together too. At Kaisol, that hospital isn't a place you go to for clout. They went there with intention, and that's what's most touching. At Universe, fans weren't loud. They weren't chaotic. They simply showed up, with calm comments, with quiet support. Because sometimes the truest love is the kind that doesn't make noise. Gossip sites rushed in. Some claimed the couple was exploring IVF treatment. Others accused them of faking this moment to hype up an upcoming drama release. But if you followed Kai and Tan Songyun long enough, you'll know they are not the kind of stars to use personal stories for media play. In fact, they protect their privacy as if it were their lifeline. So if they were seen entering a hospital together, it wasn't by accident. It was on purpose. Since their drama aired, fans have often asked, why does their chemistry feel so real? And the answer might not lie in great acting, but in something that grew quietly. Behind the camera, between script readings, between two people slowly falling in love. At around 2 a.m., their car drove away from the parking lot, heading out of the city. Inside, it was just the two of them, and that small white-wrapped item was still on Tan Songyun's lap. Some fans guessed it was a medical report. Others said it was a diagnostic folder. But one comment stood out the most. That was a symbol of their decision. A decision to move into something deeper, more personal, more real. Today, maybe they didn't say a word, but for us, that was enough. Sometimes, love isn't announced at a press conference. It's shown in slow hospital walks, in held hands, in silence that says, "I'm with you, no matter what." Visual, a car fading into the distance under dim streetlights. Hello, drama lovers. Sometimes we don't know what's really going on behind an artist's smile. But today, we caught a glimpse. Not to judge, not to pry, but to understand that there are two hearts quietly holding onto each other. Kai and Tan Songyun may never say anything, but they've already shown us everything. What do you think really happened that night? Is this the beginning of a big announcement? Or perhaps a love story they've been hiding in plain sight? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Because who knows, tomorrow they might return, not from a hospital, but from the new life they've chosen, together. See you in the next episode, only on K-Pop World, where drama stories feel more real than fiction.